welcome everybody back to the Dark Souls 3 Ring City playthrough. Last episode, you guys saw me attempt Midir. I think for probably the first time in the series, I want to say. I know it's been a couple days since I uploaded the last part, but this is basically going to be a little post-commentary. This video is going to be short, but that's just because the nature of the recording. I didn't want to put in a bunch of failed attempts. I figured this would be like a sort of a how-to maybe, or just some tips for anybody who wants to get better at this fight. So basically after an hour of attempts, I kind of got some things down. The camera in this fight is your biggest enemy. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about this fight. I think the fight as itself is like a really good fight. Definitely punishes you for not knowing what's going on. For getting greedy, it definitely punishes you. You will fuck your day up if you get greedy. And it's knowing that attack right there was my downfall the entire time I was, fighting him. The swipe attacks, they're pretty easy to tell when they're gonna happen, and they're usually in like a two-step thing, or three. That's always a great move to heal after right there. And that attack usually, running out into like a circle pattern usually gets them off your back pretty quick. The tail swipes are pretty easy to dodge. You always want to go for the head because it's gonna do way more damage in the end. And if you do run past him like this, see how I turn the camera around so I can see his head, see what he's doing. Because it's basically going to give me a heads up if he's going to turn around and do a tail swipe. Because if you're trying to run away and heal, and you don't see the tail swipe coming, it's going to kill you, and you're going to be like, well, what the fuck? I couldn't see him. So always keep the camera on his head or in that general direction, and you should be good. And then, heal accordingly. He does give you time to heal, which is nice. Gale really doesn't do that. So he's a little bit of a slower fight, Midir, but nonetheless, it's still a good fight. Just like I said, the camera is the biggest issue. Here's this attack again. Probably going to nick me, yep. I'm still not sure what's the best way to run. Obviously, if you see it happening early enough, he kind of gets up on his back legs, and you can kind of see it coming. Usually sprinting towards his tail, the far end of his tail is a good idea. But I think also you can get away if you sprint left or right. And here I am going to get hit by it again. So yeah, as you see, that was the only attack that I couldn't get for some reason. And I'll get hit occasionally by a swipe or two, but those weren't the biggest issues here. And I started falling apart here towards the end. I had 6 S's down to 2. And that attack, the charge with the fire, if he does that at you long distance, rolling 2 or 3 times to the right here, like 1, 2, and then the third one, that usually gets you out of the way just fine. But I don't know if I touched base on this enough yet. But Pestilent Mercury, Phase 1, with the Preacher's right arm or whatever catalyst, works really, really well. I would recommend using it if you're having trouble, because it definitely puts in a lot of damage on him. When he's just doing those long attacks, and they see I dodged the affinity effect there by running in sort of a circle. But yeah, Pestilent Mercury definitely came in clutch. And here, I kind of get stuck on his arm. There's the AOE. I'm lucky this didn't kill me. I must have rolled at the perfect time. And if you stay right on him, he's never gonna do the laser beam attack. Because he'll only do that at range, and that attack right there is a godsend because he just lets you get several hits on his head. And I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, but running to his head anytime he does an attack like this, well, maybe not this attack, but the charge fire breath attack that he does, or even right here. So he's gonna turn around. I always meet him right there and try to swing at his head. Because he's always going to turn around, and before he starts an attack, you're always going to have a shot to get his head. And right here, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to go for the kill. And we end up getting it. So yeah, that's the fight. It was difficult, but hopefully some of that advice helped out a little bit. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. But here, Old Moonlight and the Frayed Blade. As I get Gale's Greatsword too, because I forgot to get that. But you get the Frayed Blade. You can either get the Frayed Blade or the Old Moonlight from Midir. I end up getting the Old Moonlight. You can pause the video and try to read the descriptions here. Cool weapons. This is mainly a dex weapon, obviously. But I like the casting weapon one because I have 30 intelligence and faith for some reason, because it's been a while since I've played this game. I haven't played it since, I think, before I started playing this new DLC. I think Ashes of the Very End was the last time I picked it up. But I ended up going with this because I think it's cool, and the lore is really cool. Pale Drake Seath, the whole you know, lore implications with that, I thought that was really cool. So I ended up going with that, and I think I have the stats to use it, so might as well, right? Can't use the Frayed Blade, so might as well go with the one that I can use. But yeah, I'm pretty sure after this I level up Gale's sword and test out the moveset a little bit. Which I might do one more wrap-up video for the DLC. So where we do Lap, talk to Lap a little bit, have him see what's up with him, I guess. I don't know if we're gonna be able to complete the quest now that the DLCs are beaten, but we can go talk to him, I guess, and also do the humanity thing, because apparently you have to stand in the swamp to be able to turn into a humanity sprite or whatever. I did not know that. Yeah, that might be a bonus episode. And then after that we'll probably start a NG Plus playthrough just to do our DS3 playthrough, and we'll do Ashes of the Very End after all the main game. And since we've already done this one first, we won't need to go into an NG Plus. And in the future, we're going to obviously be finishing up DS2. We're midway through the Old Iron King DLC. Then we got the Ivory King DLC. And after that, we're pretty much done. Then I might go back and do some DS1 stuff, some challenge runs. Do some challenge runs in DS3, do some speed runs, stuff like that, and try to get some other games to play on here. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Hope we didn't get too cold this video because it's been the dead of winter. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. I'll let this play out for you guys, and we'll see you later.
Pregnant.